Well, guys, now can you see the screen that I have right here? Maybe some of you can just turn on your microphone so you can tell me. So just let me see. Well, it is recording. Okay, so we have some more people accessing. Let's see, fine, so she will be waiting for our other class. So guys, can you see my screen? Oh well. Kimberly, can you tell me if you can see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so now let's get started, guys. Well, yeah, believe me, yeah, I'm kind of excited, yeah, to be with you again, guys. And I already know that it's kind of difficult the situation we're going through right now. So I just want to start with the activities that I posted on the Aula Digital, and I guess most of you have checked this information because you have been like replying, you have been doing the different exercises that have been posted on the classroom, the Google Classroom. But just to remember, guys, right now we're working with unit number, unit number 9. All the information that you have about that unit is already posted, well, on the Aula Digital, and also something that is sent you to your email. So these are the instructions again. So we're going to cover two different lessons. The first lesson was about everything related to what we have in lesson A, and I guess I have information. Where is it? Oh yeah, the information is right here. So I told you we were going to start with unit number 9, success and happiness. So all the information is posted over there. So maybe we can have a look at it. First of all, there was a question that you were supposed to write down something over there. The question was, does success having a relationship with happiness? There was a video, and I already understand that it was kind of hard for me to post the video that was about success and happiness. That was in the second, well, no, that was in this part. You had a video, and after that you have to complete the quiz. So, and as I'm telling you again, so I had some problems with the quiz. So, but fortunately, I was able to have everything done. Okay, I guess somebody else is wants to access. Maybe just guys, try to make sure you have your microphone off. The microphones, I mean. Oh, this is not working. Okay. Now, as I was telling you, these are the different lessons that we're going to study, lessons 1 and 2. And the information that we're going to get ready with is success and happiness. I will be here, and if someone wants to ask a question, maybe you can just let us know, guys. Give me a sec. I will be like paying attention to who's over there. Give me a sec. I guess I will have to. Okay. How come that I cannot do this? So maybe in the case, well, how come that I cannot do this? Ah, yeah. So I'm going to turn off ESAs and let's continue. Okay, this is like the information, guys, that I wanted to share. So this is already again posted. It's in my Google Drive, so some of you have already access to it. But just for you to again have an idea. In the case of lesson A, in your books you have information about successful people, so you have the different activities. So here you have just part of the steps that you were supposed to do on the Google Classroom. And well, the steps are right here. So in the case step number 2 was to open your books, then to read information that you had in the article, and right after it you have to complete the different exercises that you have in the in B. So you see you have the information right here, and I guess someone has access. No. Okay, so that was on page 94, and in the case of the exercises, it was going to be difficult for me to let you know what the answers were, but that's what I told you, to access to the Google Drive, and the answers are over there. That's in the case of step number 2. So all the information again, it's in my drive, and you just have to click on the information that you have in the PDF file. Just click on it, and then you're going to be like transferred directly to where the information is. Now in the case number 3, step number 3, if you remember, where is the information? I lost it. Okay, now it's right here. So it says check the grammar chart about determiners on page 95 of your books, and then you have to complete exercise B. So this is the information that you were supposed to complete, so the answers are already there. Besides that, you have to take the determiners quiz that is in the Google Classroom. So again, I already fixed it so everybody can take it. But now let's go into this. Again, I will give you some time, as well as the same way we had in the class, so to give some time for you to ask any questions. I know that maybe this is kind of confusing. I could see the most of, well, not most of you, but well, I would say that the average of the class got like not good grades in this part, maybe because of confusion, maybe because it is the first time that you study this, so don't worry. So let's take a look at now the information that we're going to have over here. So in the case of step number 4, we had information about determiners. And what are determiners, guys? So let's suppose that it is like having a girlfriend and a boyfriend, and if you take a look at each of them, most of the time we're going to see them together. So a determiner is like that. A determiner is all the time together with a noun, and that's why the information that we have right here. Determiners are words placed in front of a noun to make it clear what the noun refers. And some examples of determiners, so we have a lot of determiners, like for example, that, my, this, some, even 20 can be taken as a determiner, each and any. And if you take a look at all of them, can be before a noun. So you can say the car, so you can say my cell phone, so you can say this purse, so you can say some people, so you can say $20, you can say each guy, and you can say any information. So if you see, all of those are nouns, but before the noun we're going to have a determiner. And important to mention the information that we have right here, that they cannot be used alone. And again, as I'm telling you, it is like checking the girlfriend and the boyfriend when they are in the first year of relationship. So you will never see them alone. Every time that they have the opportunity of spending time together, they will do it. Okay? So that's why here we have the noun. Well, the noun doesn't want to be alone, so that's why it's asking for company, and it's asking the determiner to be with him. Okay? So let's get into the information that is important for us. Now, what is it that we're going to have in here? So those are going to be called distributed determiners. And what are those? We're going to have each, every, either, neither, both, no, known, and all. I guess all of them are the ones that I consider in the book. They refer to individual members of a group or to a group of people, animals, or things, and they express how something is distributed, divided, or shared. So that's why we're just talking about pieces of these different things, animals, or people. So that's why we're like kind of distributing the information, and so we can make sure that we use them correctly, so we have to use any of those determiners. Now, we're going to start with the first one, and again, as I'm going to start by using this, talking or using each and every. And again, guys, as we normally did in the class, I'm going to explain maybe I guess the first and the second slide, and then I will give well, I will give some time for you to ask questions. Okay. So now the first one is going to be each and every. I'm going to read information and then I will give my own explanation. Both each and every generally have the same meaning. They refer to all members of a group considered individually. So that means every time that we use each and every, it is like we're taking the group as a whole, the whole group, but taking the individual person, thing, or in this case, animal. Let's take a look at the example so I can give you my own information. So we have the first one. Oh, not mistake. So we have every book in the course must be read before the end of the semester. Each book in the course must be read before the end of the semester. In the case of the book, this book and that book and that book and that book, etc., that is what we're going to start using. Oh, let's see, I guess. Oh, yeah. Let me just check in here. Okay, can you hear me, guys? Just checking because I can see that Rebecca. Oh, okay. Rebecca says yes. Oh no, Rebecca is asking. Mayra, Daniel. Oh yeah, Dan is right there. Isa, Kimberly. Hey guys, yeah, believe me, I really miss classes. I would like to be in the class right now. Okay, we can hear you, Isa. Okay, thank you, Isa, for the happy face. Okay, yeah, just well, this is out of topic, guys. This is off topic, but I remember one day I told you that I wanted to be in a class with you, like wearing shorts, shirts, and you know what? I'm doing it. Really, Rebecca? Take a look, and maybe you're take a look at Maya has left the meeting. Okay, Maya left the meeting. Can you see me? No, Edward, I cannot see you. But the thing is that I'm just projecting right now the information. And maybe I'm going to give some time for you to look at each other. But right now I'm just giving the explanation, and later on we'll give you the opportunity to talk a little bit. Okay? So let's again. Okay? So and again, I'm wearing shorts right now. Well, this is kind of weird. Okay, awkward. Let's continue, guys. As I was telling you, every time that we use each and every, it's because we are talking about the individual things, and we're not getting everything as a whole. It's going to be the same. What if I ask you guys, when or how often do you take a shower? I guess that all of you will be saying, I take a shower every day. What does it mean that you're taking every or this day, like every day as an individual, but at the end we're taking it as a whole. So that's why we have in here the information. We use each when we think of them more as one by one. There is little emphasis on the individual with every when comparing it to each, and I guess I have some more information right there. But first of all, and again, every. So I would say I was reading every comment. So that means I read all of the comments, but I want to emphasize that it's one by one, every. Okay. And in the case of each, every is used like individually, but taken as a whole. However, each is taking like giving more emphasis to something that is individual. Each. Guys, for examples, guys, for you or for your paragraph, I had to read each word. So that means that I'm making the emphasis that I did the activity of checking your assignment by using or by reading each. So that means every individual word. In the case of every, we're taking every one by one, yeah, but as a whole. But in the case of each, we're just making more emphasis that is something individual. And now let's go with some more examples. Take a look at it. Says every artist is sensitive. Every artist is sensitive, and as you can see in the information right here, it says that it's singular. So every time that you use every, there has to be every or each. You have to use it in the singular form. You cannot say every day. And as you can see here, as it is individual, so you have to say you have to use separated. Every artist, each artist, every soldier, each soldier. I was checking that some of you wrote in your paragraph every day together. So in the case of every day, has to be separated. Every day, every month, every year, every hour, every person, each person. So every time that we have this, you have to use the individual form. And now this is why whenever we use everybody, everyone, everything, and everywhere, well, most of the time we use everywhere right there, but in the case of everyone, everything, and everybody, we use the same thing because we're taking every single person but then taking it as a whole. So that's why we say everybody is ready. Even though we're talking about a group of people, but we're making the emphasis that the group of people is taken individually. So that's why we have to say everybody is or everybody wants. Is everybody ready? So I cannot say are everybody ready? Well, it shouldn't be like that. So, and if you seem to take the two examples that we have right here, every soldier saluted the president as he arrived. So that means all of them did it, making the emphasis. That's what we use every. But in the case of the president gave each soldier a medal, so that means that we're making even more the emphasis. That's something that maybe you can so you can use to determine whether to use every or each. If you want to make the emphasis on individual things, you better use each. But if you want to make the emphasis on every single thing, but as a whole, you better use every. Well, I wonder if you have any questions right now, guys. I'm going to move right directly to right here. Any questions? Or remember, you can, if you are in your computer and if you don't want to ask a question right here, you can write to me by using WhatsApp. Just check it right now. No, it's okay. So thank you, Myra. Any questions? Maybe if you have any questions right now, maybe you can access as well to your microphone so you can ask it. Maybe your question can be the same as someone else. Clear? Okay, Jasmine, thank you. So, and it's going to be the same every. Teacher, I completed every exercise. So that means each of them. Or you can say, well, it was difficult for me to read each exercise. So Odir wants to join. Okay. So, clear? Perfect. So let's continue with the second one. In the case of the second one, now, if you pay attention to the information that we have on top right here, it says two. So that means in the first one we made sure that we're talking about every individual thing. Here we're going to use two different things. Take a look at now the information. We use both to refer to a pair of people or things, but we can also mention places. We can only use both with plural countable nouns because it refers to two different things. For example, I have both children in Hawaii. So that means this person have only two children. So this is something that you have to understand, guys. Every time that we refer to both, you have to refer to two things, people, or places. Both flights have been delayed. That means the two flights that we were about to wait to come. She's taking both subjects at the same time. Which ones? Maybe French? Or some of you guys, you're taking both the subjects. You're taking English and grammar. So, and I would say, do you find them difficult? No, teacher, I find both subjects easy. Yeah, something like that. And at the end, it's important to listen to both sides of the argument. And that's something, guys, that you have to do in life. Every time that there's an argument, and I mean like two people arguing because they are really angry, so you can make a decision, you have to listen to both sides. That means to one of those guys and the other one. So that is going to be the difference between each, every, and now both. When we say both, you have to use the plural form, children. Remember, guys, not children's. Flight, subjects, and sites. Okay, and I guess, this is something I'm going to explain, but maybe I'm going to leave it again at, well, maybe at the end. Well, I'm going to do it right now. Both, you can also use both by using the preposition of, but be careful, guys, with this. Every time that we use both as a general theme, it's okay like this. She's taking both subjects. But if you want to make more emphasis on something, you better use both of, but after of, you need to have another determiner. If you're checking here, so you cannot say both of children, but you have to say both of their children were born there. Both of the movies were incredible. You can say I like both movies, but if you're going to be more specific about something, you better say both of, but whenever you use of, you need to have another determiner. If you're talking about a theme, so both of the movies, I gave both of the books back on time. So for example, you ask for a book in the library, well, two books in the library, you can say, teacher, I gave both of the books back on time. And in the case of the last one, she doesn't know both of those men. Both of those. You cannot say she doesn't know both of men. You can say she doesn't know both men, or she doesn't know both of those men, both of these men, or both of the men over there. So when you want to be more specific about something, you better use both of. And in the case of you can use it with or without an article. This is an article or a determiner. Of determiner, there, the, those. So those are some other type of determiners. But in the case of without an article, I'm going to explain this at the end because I provided you with some more exercises for you to check them. Okay. Do you have any questions, guys, in the case of both or both of? Let me see. Mayra, you have a question? No? Okay, well, do you want to type it or maybe you want to just use a microphone? So it's up to you.
Can you hear me?
I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a question with both.
Uh-huh.
Do we always have to have like the determiner, like the book, the man, the something, or can we just say like both? Like I have both ideas. So, I don't know how to.
Oh, okay.
explain it.
Yeah,
It's like,
I get it. Okay. Again, yeah, if you want just to make the emphasis on ideas like that, I would say that, well, for example, you can tell me, teacher, why do we go to it right now? Well, we cannot go right now, but let's suppose, teacher, why do we go to it right now? So what would you prefer? Pizza Hut or well, Pollo Campero? And I would say, well, don't worry, both restaurants are good for me. Both restaurants are good for me. I'm just using both as in the previous one because I'm just using the noun restaurant. But what if I say both of the restaurants are okay? You can tell me, teacher, I can take you to McDonald's or well, Don Pollo, yeah, I don't know. And I can tell you, okay, which one do you prefer? And I can say, well, for me, both of the restaurants or both of the places are okay. Both of the. When if you only say both, you need to have the noun right after it. But if you say both of, you need to have another determiner. Both of the restaurants, both of those places, both both of the things that you're telling me, both of the ideas, in the case that you're telling me ideas, are okay. So both ideas are okay. Going to the mountain, which one do you prefer? Going to the mountain or going to the beach? Well, for me, both ideas are perfect. Good. Or you can say, well, for me, both of the ideas, or both of your ideas, because your is another determiner, both of your ideas are perfect. Yeah, you may choose the place. For me, there's a problem. Am I clear? Let's see the chat. Okay. Well, Mayra, any other questions? Can I say both of their ideas? Yeah, both of their ideas is okay because in the case of their, you're using a determiner. Both of their ideas. Um, you can tell. Yeah, you can even say yeah. You still always speak. No, guys, I don't know. I would like to be right back. I mean, so every time that I have classes, I normally give something to my students. I normally pick some cookies maybe or something to have in the classroom, but I guess I did it so late. Before I did it after the first week of evaluation. But well, I never knew this was going to happen to us. So, but if we get back, maybe, yeah, maybe. Well, we can make it. We can chip in. Do you remember phrasal verb? We can chip in so we can buy pizza. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's continue. Now, that's in the case of both. Now we're going to continue in the case of something else referring to two different things. We use neither to make no one nor the other of two people, animals or things in this case. The example that we're going to have right here is I think neither computer works properly. And I want to be careful with this. I think neither computer works properly. If you see in here, we're talking about two different computers. But teacher, if you're talking about two computers, why are you using computer and why are you using work? Because neither refers to no one nor the other, like separated by talking about two things. Neither supermarket sells electrical goods. Neither supermarket. That might be neither this one nor the other one. You can say, well, my sisters, I have four sisters, you already know. Let's suppose I live with two of my sisters and I say, I believe neither, no, well, I would say neither of them, yeah. No, I believe, no, wait. Give me a second. I need to think of another. Yeah, because I'm just having the other expression by using of. Let's see. It would be like, do you play the video game? Yeah, I play neither video game on the TV. I play neither game on the TV. Neither. There are two students who are trying to tell me to have the correct answer in the exam. And I say, well, I consider neither student has the correct answer. I consider neither student has the correct answer. So neither in this case. Know the student that is right here and not the student that you are arguing to. So that means neither. Neither again refers to two different things separated but taking it as only one thing. That's why we're using neither computer works neither supermarket sells. Okay,